welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Masan Ali and you are watching Global Scope News. Today, we are going to talk about the intense situation between Israel and Hezbollah. This is a deep ongoing conflict that impacts millions of people. But before we dive into it, make sure you to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Don't miss out on the latest updates on crucial global events. Now let's start into today's video. And the Israel leaders are feeling confident about their ongoing military actions against Hezbollah, a powerful armed group based in Lebanon. The conflict began after Israel launched a strong offensive, starting with weaponized pages. Weaponized pages and radios, which soon escalated into heavy and deadly airstrike. The goal for Israel is very clear: weaken Hezbollah and prevent it from firing rockets into Israel. The Israeli Defense Minister recently praised the success of their airstrikes, stating, "Today was a masterpiece." According to him, the airstrikes destroys thousands of Hezbollah's rockets, which could have killed Israeli civilians also. However, these strikes came at a higher cost for Lebanon. Reports suggest that more than 550 Lebanese people, including 50 children, have lost their lives. The conflict has brought memories of the 2006 war, when Israel and Hezbollah fought for a month, leading to a devastating losses on both sides. Israel believes that by launching a powerful military campaign, it can force Hezbollah to stop fighting. They think the pain inflicted will make Hassan Nasrallah, Hezbollah's leader, and his backers in Iran decide that continuing the war is too costly. Israel is in desperate need of a win. The war in Gaza has dragged on for almost a year. Almost 1 year, with no clear end in sight. Hamas fighters continues to pop out of tunnels and ruins to attack Israeli soldiers. And they are still holding Israeli hostages. This ongoing fight in Gaza has become a program for Israel. When Hamas attacked Israel last October, it caught Israel by surprise. Israel underestimated the threat of Hamas, which led to devastating consequences. In the case of Hezbollah, however, Israel is better prepared. The Israeli Defense Forces and their spy agency, Mossad, have been preparing for the next war with Hezbollah ever since the 2006 conflict ended without a clear winner. Prime Minister Netanyahu is confident that this current situation and this current offensive is tipping the balance of power in Israel's favor. He wants to stop Hezbollah from firing rockets into Israel and force them to move further away from the border. The Israeli military's plan is to destroy Hezbollah's military bases and force them to retreat. However, this war is not just affecting the military. Lebanon's civilians are paying a heavy price. I repeat again, a heavy price. Many Lebanese civilians, including children, have been killed in Israel's airstrikes. Israel has warned civilians to evacuate areas they plan to attack. But critics argue that these warnings have not been clear or timely, leaving families trapped in dangerous zone. Some of Hezbollah's attacks have also hit civilian areas in Israel, breaking international laws designed to protect non-combatants. Hezbollah has targeted both Israeli military and civilian areas, and this has led to international condemnations. Israel and many of its key allies, including the United States and the United Kingdom, classify Hezbollah as a terrorist organization. Israel insists that its military operates within the rules of war, but the international community has condemned some of its actions, particularly the conduct in Gaza. One of the most controversial incidents was the Pagar attack aimed at Hezbollah operatives. However, Israel did not know exactly where those operatives would be, leading to civilian casualties, including this incident has raised questions about whether Israel is using force, which would be a violation of the rules of war. The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah stretched back to the 1980s, but the latest round of the fighting started shortly after Hamas attacked Israel on October 7. In response, Hezbollah began launching daily barrages of rockets over the border to support Hamas, tying up Israeli troops and forcing around 60,000 people in northern Israel to leave their homes. Some Israeli analysts have compared these offensives to Operation Focus, Israeli surprises attack on Egypt in 1967 that destroyed air force and led to a deceived victory in the Six-Day War, argue that this comparison is not valid. Hezbollah is so much more resilient and deeply entrenched force than Egypt was in 1967. Israel has hit Hezbollah hard, but it has not stopped Hezbollah's ability or will to fire rockets into Israel. Hezbollah exists largely to fight Israel, and it shows no sign of stopping. Israel is taking a huge gamble. Its military leaders believe that a point will come when Hezbollah can no longer sustain the fight and will retreat. However, most experts believe that the Hezbollah will not back down. If Hezbollah keeps firing rockets into Israel, Israel may be forced to escalate the conflict even further. One option for Israel could be a ground offensive to capture a strip of land, and that could serve as a buffer zone. Israel has invaded Lebanon before in 1982, when it went all the way to Beirut to stop Palestinian raids. However, that inventions ended in disaster for Israel. Disasters of Israel's humanitarian withdrawal after its forces were accused allowing massacres in Sabra and Shatila. Today's Israeli generals were young officers during the 1980s and 1990s, fighting in endless battles against Hezbollah. Israel occupied a large part of southern Lebanon until 2000, when Prime Minister Barak pulled out, concluding that the occupation was not making Israel suffer. In 2006, Hezbollah carried out a raid that killed and captured Israeli soldiers, sparking a month-long war. Israel initially hoped that air power alone could stop Hezbollah's rocket attacks, but it did not work. Israel had to send in ground troops, but even then, Hezbollah was still launching rockets into Israel on the last day of the war. Now, Israel is again facing the challenging of fighting Hezbollah on its home turf in South Lebanon, a region filled with vegetarian that favors warfare. Hezbollah has had years to prepare for this fight, building tunnels and positions in solid rock. Hamas and Gaza. Hezbollah can also be resupplied by land through Syria, making it a much tougher opponent. The Center for Strategic and International Studies estimates that Hezbollah has 30,000 active fighters and up to 20,000 reserves. Many of them are experienced, having fought in support of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad during the Syrian civil war. Hezbollah is also armed with up to 2 lakh rockets and missiles ranging from short range to long range weapons capable of hitting major Israeli cities. Israel is gambling that Hezbollah will not use all its weapons, fearing the devastations the Israeli air forces could bring to Lebanon. However, Hezbollah might decide to strike before Israel can destroy its arsenal. With the war in Gaza still raging and rising violence in the West Bank, Israel is facing the possibility of a third front in Lebanon. Israeli soldiers are highly trained and motivated, but after almost 1 year of war, its reserve units are feeling the strain. Israel's allies, especially the United States, don't want Israel to escalate the conflict with Hezbollah. They are pushing for diplomacy to stabilize the border, but without a ceasefire in Gaza, peace seems out of reach. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah has said that his forces will continue fighting until the war in Gaza ends. Neither Hamas nor Israel is willing to make the concessions necessary for a ceasefire. As the airstrikes continues to rain down on Lebanon, civilians on both sides of the border are suffering. Israel is determined to push Hezbollah back from the border, but its forces are determined, well armed, and angry enemy. As this conflict drags on, it is becoming one of the most dangerous crises in the long war since Hamas attacked Israel. Without a very clear solution, this situation is at risk of spiraling into something much worse. That's it for today. A deep dive into the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. The situation is very intense and it's clear that both sides are facing tough choices ahead. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Global Scope News and hit the notification bell so you never miss any update. Until the next video, take care.